remember the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo concept? I'm certain the vast majority of you do in light of the fact that it's at the front of the line of most mind-blowing uncovers in 2017. It's basically a more no-nonsense variant of the Bugatti Chiron, and there is just a single of its kind on the planet. Truly, it's a honest-to-goodness one of one. It additionally happens to be super costly, and in the short life that it's had, it's now been possessed by two individuals. Ruler Badr Container Saud of Saudi Arabia was the hypercar's unique proprietor, who got it from Bugatti for an undisclosed haul that is reputed to be in the 10-figure run. It didn't take long, however, for the Vision GT concept to change proprietors, as the erratic has discovered its way to the US kindness of its new proprietor in Los Angeles. As essential as those things may be, I'm here to discuss a startling disclosure about the Vision Gran Turismo, and as some of you may expect, that revelation is identified with its tires. Evidently, get ready to take a seat for this one. Another arrangement of tires for the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo costs $93,000. Truly, women and courteous fellows, that is $93,000. No grammatical errors. No misprints. No nothing. $93,000 for an arrangement of tires. Without a doubt, it's not strange for the feels worn out on Bugatti's supercars to bring crazy sums. An arrangement of fresh out-of-the-box new tires for the Viron, for instance, costs around $50,000, and a comparable set for the all-new Chiron is really a deal at simply finished $40,000. Be that as it may, the Vision GT concept trumps them too, and it's way off the mark. The cost for an arrangement of new tires for the idea is preposterous, to the point that I've really figured out how to think of a rundown of games autos that you can purchase spick and span for not as much as the cost of the Vision GT's tires. This is the auto world we live in now, people. Cherish it or detest it, there's no denying that it's dribbling in ludicrousness. Let's start with a little Japanese flavor politeness of Lexus and its most up-to-date GT Sportster, the LC500. There's a ton to adore about the LC500, and everything begins with its looks. It may not be for everybody, but rather the striking styling progression of the LC500 implies that it's a magnet for consideration. It additionally includes an all-around arranged 5.0-liter V8 that produces 467 pull and 389 pound-feet of torque. All that power is then sent to the back wheel's affability of a recently created ASIN 10-speed programmed transmission, which thus permits the LC500 to hit 60 miles per hour from a sit-still position in only 4.3 seconds, previously setting off on a best speed run that could crest at around 180 miles per hour. I'm not as wired about the way that the model begins at $92,975, however at that cost, despite everything you're taking a gander at outstanding amongst other GT sports autos on the planet. Try not to trust me? Take one out for a turn, and you'll be stunned at how astoundingly fresh and dexterous it is for a Lexus. I know for a fact. From one of Japan's finest games autos to a standout amongst the most settled games autos from Germany comes the MercedesAMG C63. Some of you are presumably asking why I picked the AMG C63 for something like the AMG E63s the last mentioned. For one, times in at a cost of simply finished $100,000, so it doesn't qualify, in contrasting it with the $93,000 it costs for the Vision Gran Turismo's 4 tires. The essential answer, however, is entirely straightforward: esteem for your cash. This is the thing that the AMG C63 has over its C63 partner. Not exclusively does it brag of AMG's renowned 5.5-liter, bi-turbo, V8 motor, it's likewise adequate to create 503 drive and 516 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers are sufficient to post a 4.0-second run to 60 miles per hour. What's more, with highlights like a pre-arranged solidness control framework, an electronic restricted slip differential, and brake-based torque vectoring, it's difficult to think about the AMG C63 as a run-off-the-process sports auto. It's a long way from one, to be correct, and with a value that begins at $81,775, it's a tremendous take in respect to what it can do. I can't envision how 4 bits of tires can dash from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds without anyone else's input. Would you be able to see that event? I didn't think so. That shouldn't be an issue. However, for the Chevrolet Corvette Z06, viewed today as the most intense street-going Corvette at any point fabricated. It might be a game's auto bisection definition, yet rest guaranteed, it packs supercar-like forces, thanks in expansive part to a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 motor that packs a substantial 650 drive and 650 pound-feet of torque. Not exclusively does it equal the power delivered by models like the McLaren 650S and the Ferrari 488 GTB, however it likewise costs only $83,995 in its base trim. Go for everything and you're taking a gander at a value that methodology's $100,000. The stacked form of the Corvette Z06 might be somewhat more costly than the Bugatti Vision GT's tires, yet the things you can do with the Vette, uncommonly with that manual transmission close by, far outpoints anything you can do with the Vision GT's tires. How about we proceed with the American execution auto topic and present to you a standout amongst the most underrated execution machines to leave our shores, the Cadillac CTSV. While it's valid that it doesn't get the exposure that some of its peers get, the CTSV is a heap of a machine in and of itself. For example, it makes utilization of a huge 6.2-liter supercharged V8 motor that releases 640 strength and 630 pound-feet of torque. Those are Corvette Z06-like numbers for an execution car. That is amazing stuff, particularly when you consider that even with its relative circumference, it can in any case dash from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 3.7 seconds, previously topping at a best speed of 200 miles per hour. 200 miles per hour. Here's the best part, you can get the majority of that for just $83,995, abandoning you with a little under $10,000 in save change, contrasted with the arrangement of tires for the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo concept. $84,995. That is how much it will cost you to purchase a muscle auto that creates an incredible 808 pull and 717 pound-feet of torque. I could abandon it at that, yet the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon merits saying, since all that power makes an interpretation up to a 0 to 60 mph time of only 2.3 seconds, making it ostensibly the quickest quickening creation auto on the planet. I don't know whether the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo can obscure that number, yet simply representing the idea implies that the Challenger SRT Demon is justified regardless of the cost of what you will pay for it.